screen, play now is selected. Play now. Play now is selected. Selected. Entering home screen, play now is selected. Ultimate Road Dynasty is selected. Road to the Dynasty, Road to the CFP, Ultimate Team, play, accessible, play now is selected. Selected. Home team selection, Michigan Wolverines. Entering game mode screen, play now is selected. Selected. Old Oregon, Ohio State Buckeyes selected. Georgia, Houston, Georgia Tech Yellow, Georgia State Panthers selected, Georgia Southern Eagle, Georgia Bulldogs selected. Ready, skilled level locked, skilled, edit uniform name option is set to, uniform name option is set to, ready. Entering game settings screen, selected. Entering game mode screen, play friend is, play now is selected. Road to glory, play now, road to mini game, mini games is selected. Download center, game settings, profile, play now is selected. Ultimate, road to, play now is selected. Play now is selected. Road to Glory is selected. Ultimate Team, Road to Glory. Game modes, you have 3 options. Stop, continue. Entering selected path to glory. Screen start new Road to Glory is selected.
Hey everyone, this is
Road to
Desmond
Glory
Howard and
setup
welcome
screen
to
events is
Road to
selected.
Glory. Now let's get started by choosing the caliber of recruit you want to be. The higher your star rating, the better your chances of seeing the field early. Plus, you get some extra. Next, it's time to choose the position you'd like to play. A quarterback, a defender, or maybe a wide-out baller like myself. Now
Entering
you'll pick what
your
type of
archetype
player
screen.
you'd like to be. Keep an eye on the ratings caps as they change with each archetype. Physical abilities are tied to each archetype, and they, like mental abilities, enhance how you play your position. Here, we'll customize your bio info, gear, and appearance. You know what they say, look good, feel good, play good.
Uppercase, lowercase j. Last name, uppercase T. Lowercase t. Jersey hat. Jersey. Home state option. Home state op. Home state op. Hometown option is pipeline. Continue. Entering create player screen, you have 4 options. Head ampersand skin is selected. Phase 14. Entering res. Skin tone. Skin tone 1. Skin tone. Skin details. Jaw shape. Entering. Continue. Continue. Entering. Leave. Yes. No. I want. And set to 7. Weight set to 100. Set to arm size set to 0. Enter. Continue. Entering create players. Entering edit. Riddle speed. Riddle axiom. Riddle speed. Riddle this. Vent. Riddle TK. Entering edit gear screen. You have 5 options. Headgear is face mask. Visor. Dark. Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece pacifier dual theme color. Entering edit gear screen. You have headgear. Feet. Enter. Continue.
Time to
Management
choose your
selected.
mental abilities. These will help to separate you from other players. They can be upgraded, and you'll even have the opportunity to activate more later in your career. Let's take one final look. Once you hit that confirm button, your road to glory begins. Welcome to National Signing Day. Once you've selected your school, your college football career begins. If you have aspirations to see the field early, pay close attention to the depth chart. And even if you didn't get your dream scholarship, you can be a walk-on at any school. Plus, there's always the transfer portal if you need a change of scenery down the line.
George in Kansas. Buffalo. Navy. Air Force. Indiana. Kansas. Carolina. Kansas. Buffalo. Kansas. In Carolina. Alabama. Texas. Kansas. Entering. Sign with Kansas.
Now it's
Are you
time to
sure
pack
you
your
want to
bags
sign
and
with
head off to
Kansas?
college.
Warning. The lower
Good
you
luck
start
with
on
your
the
career.
depth chart,
I'll be
the
rooting
longer it
for
will
you.
take to earn playing time. Sign.
Oh, and before I go, welcome to your freshman year. It's time to spend the skill points you have already earned to upgrade your player. Additionally, each week, you will need to manage your workload. Activities like practice will earn you coach trust. And as your coach trust increases, you can improve your spot on the depth chart and gain more play calling flexibility. Now, let's get to work.
Elusiveness set to 5. And ratings. Overview. Enter. Upgrade player. You have 6 options. Ratings is selected. Route running set to 5. Elusiveness set to 5. Hand. Elusive. Route. Set to 3. Quickness. Set to 3. Entering. Success pop-up WRKJ Wade head skill group upgrade. And advanced week is selected. Entering road to glory. By week. Practice. Actions. You have 2 options. Start training is. You have 2 options. Team is selected. Pass. Zone attack. Entering paused screen, you have three options. Resume is selected. Return to hub is selected. Entering Road to Glory. Genu is selected. By Advance Weakest. Entering Energy pop-up. You haven't used energy tokens. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Any unspent energy will be applied to health. Yes. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen actions. Practice is actions. You have two options. Start. You have two options. Team is selected. Cast skeleton. Zone. Cast skeleton. Entering Road to Glory hub screen actions. Play season game is selected. Entering energy pop-up you haven't used and selected. Ready. Edit you. Entering. Uniform name option is set to current. Uniform name option is set to current. Uniform name option is set to current. Uniform name option is set. Uniform name option is set. Uniform name option is set to current. Uniform name option is set. Ready.
Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas. And pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see, the Royals taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Entering Super Sim. Playing key moments screen you have two options. Continue playing is selected. Entering Super Sim screen.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire
Return to
broadcast
HUD.
team, I'm
Entering Road to Glory. Top week. Advance week is selected. Entering Road to Glory hub screen. Entering Road to Glory hub screen actions. Practice. Weekly agenda is select. You have two options. Meters is selected. building. Recover. Study. Coach trust. Entering road to glory. Practice is select. Actions. You have two options. You have two options. Team is selected. Entering road to glory hub screen actions. We play season game is selected. Selected. Ready. Edit uniform. Entering. Uniform name option is set to current. Uniform name option is set to current. Ready.
We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm
entering Super Sim, playing key moments screen. Entering Super Sim screen.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse
Entering
Palmer, David
first
Pollock,
game screen,
I'm
we
Reese
have
Davis
three
saying
options.
so long.
Stats
This
is
has been
selected.
another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Return to HUD. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen actions. Top. Advanced Week is selected. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen actions. Weekly agenda is selected. You have two options. Meters is selected. Team building. Study. Enter. Practice. Actions. You have two options. You have two options. Team is selected. Cast skeleton. Entering Tops. Weekly agenda. Play season game is selected. Selected. Ready.
Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Kansas Jayhawks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and just...
Entering Super Sim. Playing key moments screen. You have two options. Continue playing is selected. Entering Super Sim screen. Entering Adjust Super Sim Speed pop-up.
This is one of the best games we've called this season, a thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement. Where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck the whole game.
Entering post-game screen. We have 3 up.
That's going to do it.
Entering Road to Glory Hub screen action. Top. Advanced week is select. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen actions. Practice. Weekly agenda is selected. You have 2 options. Meters is selected. Entering Road to Practice. Actions. You have 2 options. You have 2 options. Pass skeleton. Entering Road to Glory. Play season game is selected. Selected. Ready.
From Steve Slayton to Pat White to Pat McAfee, they love their Mountaineers in Morgantown.
Entering Super Sim. Playing key. View Alt. Continue playing. Entering Super Sim screen.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball, just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
And then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there
Entering
believing.
post-game
This is
screen.
part of what happens. You got to take a
Entering
few lumps sometimes,
stats
take
screen.
those
Team
losses.
stats.
But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it
And
for us. For
return to
Jesse
hub.
Long.
Entering Road to Glory Hub screen action. Top. Advanced week is select. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen. Entering fan favorite activated screen. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen. Practice. Weekly agenda is selected. You have two options. Meters is selected. Entering road practice is select actions. You have two options. You have to pass skeleton. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen actions. Play season game is selected. Selected. Ready.
Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the TCU Horned Frogs taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Entering Super Sim. Playing key moments screen you have to. Entering Super Sim screen.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused.
Entering Road to Glory Hub screen action. Advance week is selected. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen. Player actions you have 4. Weekly agenda is selected. You have 2 options. Meters is selected. Team building. Study. Entering Road to Glory. Practice is actions. You have 2 options. You have 2 options. Keep, pass, zone attack, pass skeleton. Entering Road to Glory. Play season game is selected. Selected. Ready.
The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Kush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Kansas Jayhawks taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait.
Entering Super Sim. Playing key moments screen. You have two options. Entering Super Sim screen.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well.
Entering post-game screen, you have three options. Stats
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.
Return
This has been
Entering fan favorite upgraded screen. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen actions. Advanced week is selected. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen. Practice. Weekly agenda is selected. You have two options. Meters is selected. Team building. Study. Team building. Study. Team building. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen. Practice actions. You have two options. You have two cast skeleton. Entering road to Advanced week is select. Entering road to glory hub screen. Entering road to glory hub screen actions. Upgrade. Practice is select. Upgrade player. You have 6 options. Ratings is selected. Root. Quickness. Skill. Entering. Rating. Mentals. Entering road. Practice. Weekly agenda is selected. You have 2 options. Meters is selected. Entering road to practice actions. You have 2 options. Start training is. You have 2 options. Team is selected. Skill. Jump. Receiver battle. Receiver battle. Moving hot spots. Receiver battle. Receiver crack attack. Receiver battle. Receiver battle. Entering road to glory hub screen actions. Practice tops. Weekly play season game is selected. Selected. Ready.
Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas. And pay heed all who enter. And beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team coming off a Cougars taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth.
Entering Super Sim. Play. Entering Super Sim screen.
Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points.
Entering post-game screen, we have
We see a lot of games like this in college
stats.
football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been a...
Entering Road to Glory Hub screen action. Advance week is selected. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen. Entering warning pop-up practice. Weekly agenda is select. You have two options. Team building. Study. Team building. Entering road to practice actions. You have to simulate. Entering practice pop. Play season game is selected. Selected. Ready.
Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, where you'll hear Ncaa, every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child love the Kansas State Wildcats. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks.
Entering Super Sim. Playing key. Entering Super Sim screen.
There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose.
Entering post.
And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
Entering Road to Glory Hub screen actions. Practice it. You got advanced week is select. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen act. Weekly agenda is select. You have to opt. Team building. Study. Team building. Entering road. Entering clear-headed activated screen. Entering Road to Glory Hub screen actions. Weekly agenda is you have two options. Meter. Team building. Train. Socialize. Entering Road to Glory hub screen. Advanced week is entering practice pop-up. You have not no. Practice is actions. You have two option. Pass skeleton. Entering Road. Advanced week is entering Road to Glory hub screen. Entering Road to Glory hub screen actions. Top weekly agenda is select. You have to opt team building. Study. Team build. Recover. Train. Train. Socialize. Entering Road to practice actions. You have two options. Pass skeleton.